Marshmarshstream, your solo performance broadcasting platform. I'm Kristen Shield for The Marsh, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for our Wildcard Tuesday, Beatles Night with Joshua Raoul Brody. The Marsh brings you free performances nearly every night of the week, and we hope you'll support our artists and live theater by contributing to our Marsh tip jar, which will be linked to the chat throughout the evening. And without further ado, please welcome Joshua Raoul Brody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Plays His Favorite Beatles Songs and sort of accompanies you on yours. You are welcome to sing along with me in your homes. Unfortunately, I can't hear you. So you can sing as loud as you want. You can sing as softly as you want. You can just move your lips. Can't even see you. I believe Kristen will do her darndest to get relevant lyrics into the chat, and I hope you will do your darndest to get your requests into the chat as well, so that I can try to honor them. I think that covers everything. So I'm going to start with some of my favorite Beatles songs. Tell me that you've got everything you want, and your bird can sing, but you don't get me. You don't get me. You say you've seen 7 wonders, and your bird is green, but you can't see me. You can't see me. Give her all my love, that's all I do. And if you saw my love, you'd love her too. I love her. She gives me everything, and tenderly the kiss my lover brings, she brings to me, and I love her. A love like ours could never die, as long as I have you near me. Bright are the stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never stars that shine, dark is the sky. I know this love of mine will never die, and I love her. Is that okay, Kristen?
Sometimes it's cutting in and out. I don't know if that's just my connection. It's a little muddy in the keyboard.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the other keyboard sound that I was using, so I've switched to this, which is going to be a little muddier, but it'll be easier to play for me. So if you can stand it. Uh-oh, Cum is entered the waiting room and is awaiting admission.
Oh.
I just opened my book. This is the Bible for this sort of thing. It's called the Beatles Complete Chord Songbook. It's got all the lyrics. You can't really see in this light. There. It's got all the lyrics. It's got all the chords. And if you play guitar, which I don't, it's got how to make each of the chords at the beginning of each song. All the chords that you'll need for that song. Most of the songs are in alphabetical order, except for the one you're looking for. But fortunately, the page numbers are in numerical order. And I just opened it to this one. She was a working girl, north of England way. Now she's hit the big time in the USA. And if she could only hear me, this is what I'd say. Honey pie, you were making me crazy. Come and show the lazy. So won't you please come home? Honey pie, you are making me crazy. My position is tragic. Come and show me the magic of your Hollywood song. You became a legend of the silver screen, and now the thought of meeting you makes me weak in the knees. Oh, honey pie, you are driving me frantic. Sail across the Atlantic to be where you belong. Honey pie, come back to me. Will the wind that blew a boat across the sea kindly send her sailing back to me? Ah, honey pie, you are making me crazy. I'm in love, but I'm lazy. So won't you please come home? Come back to me, honey pie. Honey pie, honey pie. And here's Ariella Strauss. Meanwhile, the rest of you are more than welcome to request songs, which I will do my best to honor. But until you do, here's another song from the Beatles' eponymous White Album. Somewhere in the Black Mountain Hills of Dakota, there lived a young boy named Rocky Raccoon. One day his woman ran off with another guy. Hit young Rocky in the eye. Rocky didn't like that. He said, I'm gonna get that boy. So one day he walked into town, made himself a room in the local saloon. Rocky Raccoon broken his dreams by stealing the girl of his fancy. Her name was McGill, and she called herself Lil, but everyone knew her as Nancy. Now she and her man, who called himself Dan, were in the next room at the hoedown. Rocky burst in and grinning a grin. He said, Danny boy, this is a showdown. But Daniel was hot. He drew first and shot, and Rocky collapsed in the corner. Stinking of gin, and proceeded to lie on the table. He said, Rocky, you met your match. Rocky said, Doc, it's only a scratch, and I'll be better, Doc, as soon as I am able. Rocky Raccoon fell back in his room, only to find Gideon's Bible. Gideon checked out, and he left it, no doubt, to help with good Rocky's revival. Oh, yeah. Strauss wants to know if I am able to sing Piano Man. It's not by the Beatles, so it doesn't really fall into the purview of the show.
She's got a couple other suggestions. Woman or Drive My Car.
I see Drive My Cat. I would be happy to do Drive My Cat. Asked a girl what you wanted to be. She said, baby, can't you see? Want to be famous, star of the screen, but you can do something in between. Maybe you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Maybe you can drive my car, and maybe I'll love you.
Working for peanuts is all very fine, but I can show you a better time. Maybe you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Maybe you can drive my car, and maybe I'll love you. Beep, 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 yeah. Maybe you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Maybe you can drive my car, and maybe I'll love you. I told that girl I could start right away, and she said, listen, baby, I've got something to say. I got no car, and it's breaking my heart, but I've got a driver, and that's a star. Maybe you can drive my car. Yes, I'm gonna be a star. Maybe you can drive my car, and maybe I'll love you. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Beep, 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 yeah. Drive my cat. Billy Joel happened to be an enormously huge Beatles fan. I once got to see a Billy Joel sound check. I was playing in the next theater over, and we were done with our sound check, and we snuck into Billy Joel's theater, which was much bigger than the one we were playing, and got to see his sound check. And his sound check was all Beatles songs. He loved the Beatles. Maybe he still does. Thank you. Yes, I meant car, not cat. LOL. Ariella, you remind me of another Beatles song. And since nobody else is requesting one, I'm going to do that song that you didn't quite request. Sure. I don't know all the words to come together, so I'm glad I have this book handy. Here's a little known fact. John Lennon originally wrote this song
for Timothy Leary's failed attempt to run for governor of California. It was a campaign song. Shh. Here come on flat top, he come grooving up slowly. He got choo-choo eyeball, he want holy roller. He got hair down to his knee. Got to be a joker, he just do what he please. He wear no shoe shine. He got toe jam football. He got monkey finger. He shoot Coca-Cola. He said, I know you. You know me. One thing I can tell you is you got to be free. Come together right now over me. He back production, he got walrus gumshoe, he got on a sideboard, he won spinal cracker, he got feet down below his knee. Hold you in his armchair, you can feel his disease. Come together right now over me. He roller coaster, he got early warning, he got muddy water, he want mojo filter, he said 1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Got to be good looking cause he's so hard to see. Come together right now over me. Laura hadn't heard that tune before. It wasn't as big as this one. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get onto you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. You know I work all day, make money to buy you things, and it's worth it just to hear you say you're gonna give me everything. So why on earth should I moan? Cause when I get you alone, you know I feel okay. When I'm home, everything seems to be right.
When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight. Tight, yeah, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been sleeping like a log. It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. But when I get onto you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. So why else should I moan? 'Cause when I get you alone, you know I feel okay. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight. Tight, yeah, it's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night. I should be sleeping like a log, but when I get onto you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. You know I feel alright. You know I feel alright.
So that's a better known Beatles song than Come Together. Here's a lesser known Beatles song.
She's not a girl who we miss as much. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh yeah. She's well acquainted with the touch of a velvet hand, like a lizard on a window pane. Man in the cloud with the multicolored mirrors on his hobnail boots, lying with his eyes while his hands were busy working overtime. The hope impression of his wife, which he ate and donated to the National Trust. I need a fix 'cause I'm going down, down to the bits that I left uptown. I need a fix 'cause I'm going down. Mother Superior jumped the gun. 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 Happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm gun. When I hold you in my arms, and I feel your finger on your trigger, then I know nobody can do me no harm, because happiness is a warm gun. Happiness is a warm, yes it is. Happiness is a warm, yes it is. Well, don't you know that happiness is a warm gun, yeah.
The story of Happiness is a Warm Gun. It is such a mash. Yeah, it was a mashup before there were mashups. I don't know any story that goes with the writing of the song, other than Kevin Gersovitz. Oh, let him in, let him in, let him in. Hi, Kevin.
He's in.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for coming. You just missed Happiness is a Warm Gun. And the deal, for those of you that are just joining us, including Kevin, is it's almost like karaoke, except you don't have to be drunk. And I don't get to hear you sing. I get to see Kevin sing. I get to see Kevin move his lips, but I don't get to hear him. Yeah, that's Kevin's lips moving. And Kristen is saying hi to Kevin. If you have a request, you type it into the chat, just like it was a real Zoom meeting. It's got to be a Beatles song. Somebody requested "Woman" earlier, and I think that was the John Lennon solo song, which also doesn't concern us. When you begged for admittance, Kevin, I almost started playing Paul McCartney's "Let 'Em In," but that also does not concern us tonight. Here's a Beatles song.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. And though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Ooh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Ooh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Shine until tomorrow, let it be.
And David Klotz. My cup runneth over.
Oh, that was great. I love the dancing and the hands. Terrific.
David, who just joined us, has his own Beatles thingy up in the North Bay. If you post information about it in the chat window, David, maybe you'll get some more takers. And you don't have
let me get chat going.
Hey. David isn't even muted. That takes clout. I need your help on this, even if I can't hear you. We said our goodbyes. Love was in your eyes. Now today I find you have changed your mind. Treat me like you did the night before. Were you telling lies? Was I so unwise? When I held you near, you were so sincere. Treat me like you did the night before. Last night is the night I will remember you by. When I think of things we did, it makes me wanna cry. We said our goodbye. Love was in your eyes. Now today I find you have changed your mind. Treat me like you did the night before. Yep. When I held you near, you were so sincere. Treat me like you did the night before. Last night is the night I will remember you by. When I think of things we did, it makes me wanna cry. We did telling lies. Was I so unwise? When I held you near, you were so sincere. Treat me like you did the night before. Like the night before. And another song from that album. You don't realize how much I need you. Love you all the time and never need you. So come on back to me. I'm lonely as can be. I need you. Send you out a thing or two to tell me. How was I to know you would upset me? I didn't realize as I looked in your eyes. You told me, oh yes, you told me, you don't want my loving anymore. That's how it hurt me. I'm feeling like this, I just can't go on anymore. Please remember how I feel about you. I could never really live without you. So come on back and see just what you mean to me. I need you. But when you told me you don't want my loving anymore, that's when it hurt me. Feeling like this, I just can't go on anymore. Please remember how I feel about you. I could never really live without you.
So come on back and sneeze just what you mean to me. I need you. I need you. I need you. Say the word and feel of me. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's sunshine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. In the beginning I misunderstood, but now I've got it, the word is good. Say the word and you'll be free. Say the word and be like me. Say the word I'm thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Everywhere I go, I hear it said, in the good and the bad book that I have read. Spread the word and you'll be free. Spread the word and be like me. Spread the word and thinking of. Have you heard the word is love? It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. Now that I know what I feel must be right, I'm here to show everybody the light. Give the world a chance to say that the world is just the way. It's the world I'm thinking of, and the only one is love. It's so fine, it's sunshine, it's the word love. 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 Kevin puts me in mind of a song that he and I used to do together, so I'm going to try to find it. It's around here somewhere. There it is. Cream tangerine, Montélimar. A ginger sling with a pineapple heart. Coffee dessert, yes, you know it's good news. But you'll have to have them all put out after the summer truffle. Cool cherry cream, nice apple tart. I feel your taste all the time we're apart. Coconut fudge really blows down those blues. But you'll have to have them all put out after the summer truffle. You might not feel it now, but when the pain cuts through, you're gonna know it how. The sweat is gonna fill your head. When it becomes too much, you'll shout out loud. Kneel, 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 kneel. Kneel, 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 kneel. Oh, but you'll have to have them all put out after the Savoy truffle. You know that what you eat you are, but what is sweet now turns so sour. We all know Lovable. But can you show me where you are? Cream tangerine, Montelimon. The ginger sling with a pineapple heart. The coffee dessert, yes, you know it's good news. But you'll have to have them all put out after the Savoy truffle. Yes, you'll have to have them all put out after the Savoy truffle. Ariella is Central Standard Time. Wow. Where are you phoning in from, Ariella? There's no indication. Texas, how nice. Thanks for coming. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. I don't wanna kiss or hold your hand. If it's funny, try and understand. There is really nothing else I'd rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. I don't need to hug or hold you tight. I just wanna dance with you all night. In this world there's nothing I would rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. It's to dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. Just to dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. If somebody tries to take my place, let's pretend we just can't see his face. In this world there's nothing I would rather do. I've discovered I'm in love with you, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. This happened once before when I came to your door. No reply. They said it wasn't you, but I saw you peep through the window. I saw the light. I saw the light. I know that you saw me as I looked up to see your face. I tried to telephone, said you were not home. That's a lie. 'Cause I know where you've been. I saw you walk in your door. I nearly died. I nearly died. 'Cause you walked hand in hand with another man in my place. One of the best pictures ever. If I were you, I'd realize that I love you more than any other guy, and I'd forgive the lies that I heard before when you gave me no reply. I tried to telephone, said you were not home. That's a lie. 'Cause I know where you've been. I saw you walk in your door. I nearly died. I nearly died. 'Cause you walked hand in hand with another man in my place. No reply. No reply. And for the benefit of Mr. Kite, there will be a show tonight on trampoline. And the sins will all be there. Later, Pablo thank us fair. What a scene! Over men and horses, hoops and garters. Lastly, through a hogshead of real fire. In this way, Mr. K would challenge the world. Celebrated Mr. K performs his feat on Saturday in Bishopsgate. The Hendersons will dance and sing as Mr. Kite flies through the ring. But don't be late, else his D&H will show the public their production will be second to none. And of course, Henry the Horse dances the waltz. The band begins at 10 to 6. Mr. Kite flies through the tricks without a sound. And Mr. H will demonstrate 10 somersets he'll undertake on solid ground. Having been some days in preparation, a splendid time is guaranteed for all. And tonight, Mr. Kite is topping the bill. Thank you all for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Splendid time. And thanks for coming, Kevin. Thanks for coming, David. Thanks for coming, Laura, and from Texas, Ariella. Thank you. And the rest of you, too. Thank you all for coming. Don't forget to contribute to the Marsh if you can. And come back and see all the other fine
marsh offerings here all the time. Tell them about it, Kristen.
Thanks a lot, Josh. Another fun evening, and it was great to see some old friends coming in and new.
How do I describe my journey with
your mother, who takes care of you, who takes you to the doctor when you're sick. Your mother.
Good morning, New York. Buenos dias. It's me. What's up?
We went out for lunch at a sushi place where she tried sushi for the first time and she liked it.
I see that change can happen. I know things can shift and change for good.
I am dizzily dazzled with stars in my eyes.
Same level as I broke my neck. But he's not getting the same return of function I am.
And I don't want any of your smart aleck sex talk that I usually get when I get...
This is beyond the marsh because what you're doing is planting beautiful seeds for artists to grow.